I'm saying? Do you get what I am? You're like, you know what? I need a break. I'm tired from.
This is my day off.
This is my day off. This is.
You know, can I tell you something I'm tired of, Andy?
Well, we have about an hour and 59 minutes and 75 seconds to fill. So yeah. Or no, wait, 55 seconds. I don't know math. Anyway, what were you saying? Who are you?
I'm fed up.
Wait, are you telling me something that grinds your gears?
Yeah, man. I'm tired of this. Fake it till you make it. I've been faking it for 10 years. Make with the it. Give me some it. I want some it. I'm tired of making it and faking it. Give me it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They made me laugh before. I thought about that right before we started. It was like, make with the it. Give me some it. I've been faking it. Now give me it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have I faked? Well, that also, I think we've talked about it before too, where people will be like, you just have to believe in yourself. I go, I got to tell you, I believe too much in myself.
Yeah.
Like the things I think of myself, it's honestly a big reason why I get so angry, because I believe in myself so much, and you guys don't hold me up as a god.
Yeah, I believe in myself, and then when I present stuff to you, and it goes, I go, oh, okay,
Yeah.
so all right, but it's the whole faking it till you make it thing. It's like, all right, man, I could spend a lot of faking. Can I just have some it now, please?
There is some truth.
A little bit of it.
There is some truth to that, but I always felt I'm like a notoriously bad liar. Like I can be an okay fibber.
I'm too good at lying. I think that's my issue.
What do you mean?
Well, like,
here, try it right now. Tell me you're straight.
Come on.
No, I want to see if you're good at lying. Tell me you're straight.
Like, can we start at easy at least? Like, can we start with like not something I've been struggling my whole life with? Can we just start at like, I hate chocolate cake. I hate it. It's the worst thing I've ever had. So messy. It makes you look like, if like best case scenario, you eat it, you get some on your face, you look like you ate doo-doo. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's so many other sweet things that I can deal with.
I gotta tell you, failed.
It's one of those things that like I feel like I have like that improv level of commitment sometimes to lie, but like when it's really important, like in professional settings, I can't lie. And it sucks because it's like one of those things where like somebody goes like, so what do you think, Pat? And I just go, like, even though I go, everything looks cool, my face is like, this looks like bullshit.
You know what it is for me? You know what it is for me? I'm not good at...
What?
Oh, wait, sorry. Did I just stop?
No. I thought that was what you were, I thought you were doing a bit. I was like, I'm not good at, and I was like, oh wait.
No. I'm so sorry. I'm here. Wait, I'm trying to talk and post links.
Oh yeah.
I just realized how it looked on your end.
Yeah, I was just like, what? What the fuck are you talking
about? No, I'm trying to talk and post links, and I'm opening up the YouTube and I'm going to post it on my Twitter. And so the YouTube just opens up and like what you just said starts going in my ear because it wasn't muted yet. And I was like, why? I was like, what's happening right now? Why is he repeat? Oh, it's you opened a link, idiot.
You're having a stroke. That's what's happening. What's up, Triple G?
Yeah, because literally on your end, it's me going, so I don't lie.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, what I'm really good at doing is, because I learned this a while ago, where I wasn't good at lying, but I was good at like playing dumb. You know, because it's easier. Like people accept that you fucked up, and it's like it's easier to just be like, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
I didn't even realize. Oops.
Yeah. That would always be the direction I would go with certain things. I know I developed that at work when my boss, like when something would fuck up, or like say I realize you ever just have like you be at your job and you just kind of like come to and realize you've been fucking off the whole day.
Yeah. You know
And
what's really bad too is I drove. It's really bad because I was just like, when you're in muscle memory, driving to different hospitals and other rehabilitation centers, and
yeah,
and just kind of in the motions kind of thing of like just going through like where like I'm like I don't even know. I've just been in a daze.
you're
I
just
have
handing a doctor a cheeseburger, realizing you've been eating a heart the whole time. Oh no! Oh, I got my Wendy's in your heart.
oh, it's a junior bacon heart.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you're gonna
think
junior bacon, not see your kids ever again.
I think that it was like I've had like the like zone outs for sure, but I've never had like the to where like I just get caught in my head. You know what I mean? Like I just kind of get like,
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I
Yeah, was that
I
like
I've
green? Yeah, shit like that. That's kind of scary sometimes.
I've
I
never
mean,
had that. Yeah, what?
well, what Triple G says was that light green, like kind of thing of like when you're just driving around. Like not that I was like that bad, but I would just get into. I think. Well, I'm learning, or maybe it's just being dubbed a new thing. Vocal stems. I would just go through. Like I would lose track of time of like how many times I'm just repeating a phrase or word in an accent or a thing just because I'm alone in my truck, the music's playing or the radio's playing, and I'm just going like, "Oh, look at the little boy! Oh, very little boy! Look at the boy, little boy!" And like for some reason, I'm just like, because I'm conscious, like I'm conscious of that. There's children crossing. Stop. There's a school. I go, oh, you have to stop for all the little children. You've got to slow down for the children. And I'm just like saying this full volume by myself in my truck that if my phone is listening to me, I'm that's what I'm saying is like what we're talking about yesterday. If everything is released and whenever we were talking about it, the like if everything's released and everything's all of our the search history, all of our keystrokes on our computer, everything that we've ever done is gone. It's like, yeah, people are just gonna put me in an institution because they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. Because I'm just vocal stimming by myself, full volume
That
for
is
8 hours. 8 hours, usually 7 days a week because I was
well,
on call.
don't let the like whatever it is, the Gen Z having to categorize everything autism.
Yeah.
Because while it is like a vocal stim, it is also a thing. Like I do a lot of weird shit in the car to like not get more angry, and it always usually just ends up being gay stuff. Where like I'll just start like rather than like screaming at car, which I do scream at cars. Like my favorite one to do is I go drive your fucking car
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
timid people, and I'm just like when people are being timid about stuff, I go, we're in cars, we're on the road, drive the car, that's why you came out today.
You know what I do? When I'm on the highway, I go, it's one direction, forward, go forward. You only have to
Yeah.
go forward. If you're not going forward, get the fuck out of the way. Go
Yeah.
forward.
I love yelling stuff like, why is this what you chose to do?
Why are you doing this to me today?
This isn't an option.
Yeah, this is not an option. You can't stop here. This is
What you're doing is
you know
not an
what I-
option.
Oh, you want my favorite? And it's actually kind of a thing where I'm like, I don't think that's the name, but it actually works. Where I go, when I see people, there was a complex, sorry, what is it, a strip mall? Whatever, shopping
Yeah.
center by my,
Oh yeah, shopping center.
what I used to live, where I used to live in Harrisburg. That's where the Giant was. We called it Black Giant. So there was the Chinese place. There's like a liquor store. There's like a check cashing place.
It was Black Giant. We
You see
called
what I'm
it.
talking about?
It was Black Giant. We called it big as hell.
It was honestly the greatest place, but like it just lots of really good what they call it, ethnic food, ethnic aisle.
Yeah.
It had like a really good like, so either way.
Oh, it was the kind of restaurant where it's like you can't say Oriental, but they will put it on their store.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I would never say that, by the way.
But there's a huge like very bright yellow paint. Don't park here. Don't park here. No parking. Fire lane. Emergency only. Don't park here. Don't park here. And it's a gigantic parking lot.
Yeah.
And in my many years of rants of like just screaming with my windows up at these cars, just going like, there's literally, and this is, I mean it literally, a lot of parking right there.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like they call it a lot of parking because there's a whole lot of parking available.
Parking
You can go,
lot. There's a
there's
lot
a
of.
lot of parking, and I was like,
Oh
is that,
my
I
god!
go, is that what they came up with the name?
What do you think they call it? That get it moving.
And then, brother, I was locked in every time I go. There's a lot. There's a whole lot of parking. Look, literally a lot. Because nobody parked in the parking spaces. Everybody, even after, Andy, they put up cement partitions. They put
yeah.
up cement block things, and people parked in front of those, brother. And that, or
Dude.
in between them. I was like, it was a
Brother,
level
can
of passive aggressiveness that I admire, but I also scream at every day.
Sorry, talking about saying stuff in the car. Triple G wrote, "My phone's heard me say so many battles." That's my favorite thing to call that movie. Like, oh, what was that, dude? I almost used that cup today. Holy shit!
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Well,
then I was
Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday. Oh yeah, this is one of my gifts my parents got me. That you're like, I get where your head was at, but you know I don't really watch Star Wars.
Yeah, Slav, you're gonna love this. By the way, he's bringing up a cafe that I literally grew up right down the street from.
Oh, that's so funny.
There's one in Pinellas County, Florida, as well. Like there's that cafe. It's Big Nah, but it's spelled spelled.
Yeah. Oh, for the people watching in the future, it's spelled Bichnga with a fucking.
That my cat's trying to steal my fucking nunchucks.
Slav again being the most interesting. Slav again being the most interesting racist is. Yeah. Do you see on the lettering the like proper?
Yeah, he's got the little thing, the little umlaut things, and like
Slav will go down.
He ain't getting kicked off yet. He ain't getting kicked off yet. Hell no.
No. And to be fair, this is Val's, and he's got a whole different history on here.
It was contextually accurate. It was grammatically accurate. Thank you, Slav. I love you.
Grammatically?
Did I say that right?
No.
What is it?
Grammatically.
Fuck.
This is what I've joked about,
bro. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I'm not even supposed to. This is my day off.
This is our clerk show. We're not even supposed to be here today. Okay, so just fucking. We're playing with house money. I was being nice to Slav. That's where I knew I went wrong.
Dude, can I let you on a secret?
Yes.
I talk to Steph about you sometimes, and I go, Pat, I love Pat because 95% of the time he's hitting me with interesting shit. It's making me think more, and I go like, Pat's fucking, he knows some shit. And then 5% of the time I go, how do you get through the day?
Yeah, grammatically. How do you not walk into traffic? What are you doing? Yeah. Brother. I wish I had thought of this, and I will never ever take credit for this, but it's just a reel that I saw with some caption. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but it was like, I am equal parts smarter and dumber than you think. Do not estimate me.
Yes. That's like honestly, that's a great way to label our crew.
Yeah.
Cause I remember there'd be moments because like I've noticed it about Nate. Nate will have some moments where you're just like, again, how do you get through the day? Like, how are you alive? But then I notice like when when it's business deal time, or I don't know if you ever heard him tell the story about how he got his car for like super cheap. I mean, dude, that's the thing. You need Nate in the boardroom. Nate in the boardroom is a goddamn fucking whiz, dude. He has a really good. He just understands like people, like, you know how like if there's a guy who you don't quite there's something about that guy. Nate picks up on those things like way quicker than other people. And so, but also, I pulled it up on here. There was that video. Oh no, you weren't in the it was a moment on Panties a while ago when we pulled up this like crazy obvious picture of this, and this is why he's unk, because it was like a crazy obvious AI edit of Candace Owens where her arms were like 2 times as long to sort of make her look like a monkey, and then she had a giant forehead and shit like that. And Nate's like, "Are you sure that's AI?" And me and Lemaire are like, "Dude, what?"
And he was serious?
He was like dead fucking serious. But we all have those moments. That's
He
the
pivots
thing.
well, though. He pivots well. Like, I think that's the thing is our group is a group of pivoters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we're good. Like, we may again. I'm brother. I legitimately said grammatically, and I honestly thought that I don't know if I was confident in it. Obviously, I wasn't. As soon as you said anything, I went, yeah, is that right? But like, oh yeah.
I played this the other day.
So wait, this is AI? I'm just joking.
That's not real.
I'm seeing that very.
This picture of her.
Yeah, obviously. It's like one of those things where it's like,
Those aren't real, dude. She doesn't look like that.
I don't think that's her. This is a damn
It's
picture.
a fake picture.
It's fake. It's fake. Nate.
Come on, Unc.
Is it? Go back.
It's fake.
Wait, go back. Go back.
Dude. Oh, as your nephew, I'm letting you know. Oh, come on, Unc.
That's not AI.
It's definitely
Definitely not AI. What website is that? It's AI.
what website is that?
It's nothing like the other one. Dude, the posture is. Well, that's where his confidence gets him in trouble because he doesn't have. Him and Lemaire have that the most. They're both like the most confident people in the world, and like half the time they're on point, and then the other half the time it gets them in real trouble.
Yeah, brother, I'm telling you, it's like one of those things that like I would never ever venture to say ahead of our time, geniuses, yada yada. None of that shit. None of that Kanye shit here. Broken clock is right twice a day. That's what I like to.
I
that's what
compared
like to
it.
but it's also like I mean, but the two times, if there's it's substance over or it's quality over quantity. In my case, it's one of those things where like, yeah, you're gonna get grammatically, you're gonna get like, I'm gonna leave because I can't bring my knife in. Like you're gonna bring. There's plenty of places where I lack, you know. But it's also like there's gonna be plenty of times too where I'm gonna be like, hey, what is it? I'm based. Sometimes because that was a good thing. Stop doing it. Hold on a second. I gotta let this stupid asshole out.
I don't like Based though, because Based is all the fucking all the gay conservative guys all the gay right wing guys co-opted Based. And wait, it comes off way more violent when he turns the camera off. I wanted to hear more hitting sounds.
Huh?
There were moments where, because the camera was off, it sounded like there would be like a smack. So just because you turned the camera off, it made it seem 10 times worse.
I had to put her shock collar on.
All right, we got Hassan Patter over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Based is because a lot of the it's like there's like a lot of like ultra right wingers who will just be like the N-word, and you'll be like, hey man, that's not cool, and you're like, ooh, we got a snowflake doesn't like edgy comedy, and you're like, guys, and they'll and then they'll be like, not that many died in the Holocaust, and you're like, calm down. You're like, ooh, we got a snowflake doesn't like edgy comedy.
Too sensitive. I say something you didn't like.
Yeah,
like,
and then
no.
like a lot of it's like the same energy co-opted the like don't tread on me. Like I got to be honest, everything at my core when I see that don't tread on me, I get goosed up. But then I think about all the like dudes who co-opted it, and it really bums me out.
Yeah, I kind of don't. I appreciate the like it's almost like the people's American flag. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing that's supposed to represent like, okay, yeah, we like that one, we salute that one, but if you fuck around, we're gonna pull this one out because you're not so as a reminder, we're gonna have a bright yellow flag that says, hey, stop tyrannicaling us. You have to stop that. And then, but the fact that that means like nothing. I hate flags. I know I've said it a million times and I got them, but I don't give a shit.
It is fascinating though. It is like I was thinking about this a while ago because like both sides have their version of it, where there'll be like a lot of people on the left, not all of them, but there's like a huge chunk of people on the left who will be like, we got a white supremacist government. but then they support every single policy that like makes it bigger
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's so fascinating. It's like they don't even question, like, if you think the entire government's white supremacist, or at least our laws are white supremacist and they're not changing anytime soon, wouldn't it be inherent that like the nature of the institution breeds white supremacy, and like everything they promote needs a gigantic, strong government? And then on the flip side, you have a bunch of conservatives will be like they will unapologetically have, like, there will be these like gun dudes who will unapologetically have a "Don't tread on me" sign right next to their "Back the Blue" sign. And I go, how does that happen? It like, it's what makes you think more conspiratorial, because it's like, dude, the way that they galvanize people to think one thing and then just without realizing it support the exact opposite is fascinating to me. That's why I remember hearing this one dude, I think he was on War Mode. I think he used to be like an InfoWars guy. I forget the guy's name. Greg Reese, I want to say. I don't know. But he was just like hypothesizing. He's like, I don't know this for sure, but you know, you learn all this stuff and you try to just extrapolate what's actually going on. And he's like, they just must have these like ancient texts that they just don't like, no one else knows about, that they're just like they just know how to manipulate and like control people without specific. I think that's why literally like MK Ultra happened, because they're like, all right, we literally want to control these people. And it's like, I think over the years they've found out like, oh, we can't literally control your minds, so let's formulate, let's manipulate you to the point where, and you see it all the time. You see it all the time where like, I'll watch that Ian Carroll dude. He's gotten a lot better, but I remember like when his shit first started coming out, he'd have all this stuff about like government's full of these evil people. They're doing this evil shit, this and that. And then it just goes into like, we just need to get the right people in there. And it's like, damn, you learn all that, but then at the your dismount is just, your dismount is to just promote the status quo. And it's like, they must have these top tier like control techniques that just body anything we could conceive of.
Yeah, and I wonder if it, like, how much of it is like straight up like, either whether it's having them, it could just all be blackmail. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like Epstein stuff is like considered to be, he's blackmailing like these billionaires and these other powerful people to make them look like pieces of shit that are like eating babies and drinking their blood and doing all these rituals. Like, it could just be them literally like, hey, why don't you come out to the island, hang out? You know, we got the beach.
God damn it.
We'll just talk about business, blah blah blah.
Pat, you froze up.
Oh, sorry.
You froze up. Start over. You thought I had another coma?
No, you didn't. I was watching you. No, the maybe it's all just blackmail shit, like in general, like.
What the fuck? All right, there we go. All right, it reset itself. So yeah, start. Okay. It cut off a lot around you talking about going to the island blackmail shit.
Of course, twice,
dude. It's crazy. I'm telling you, they're on to us.
But it's a thing where like it all being kind of blackmail is like, it makes sense because maybe they're all lizard people, maybe they're all that, like, because it really does. Once you see all this like Epstein shit come out and you see Moloch mentioned, you see fucking
ball
pizza, you see what does pizza actually mean? What are chickens? Oh, that was delicious chicken, but it's actually a baby. You know, like maybe literally that was a gag and they just had a fucking fake baby or a fucking, and this is what I'm saying, benefit of the doubt. This, you could see this thinking critically and trying to think reasonably. Out of the two options, are all of us, is our government lizard people, aliens that are serving these overlords, and they're feasting on babies for Satan, or is it them blackmailing a bunch of people to feed into those theories with special effects AI, Photoshop, and all this other bullshit that you
It's-
put it out there. Like you can fake evidence so
like
easily.
the equivalent of putting a beware of dog sign up and you don't actually have a dog.
Legitimately, like I think like it is equal parts, just like I think about most religions or most anything. Like is equal parts possible as impossible. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to believe that. Like it's hard to believe. It's harder to believe, I think, that all of these crazy, psychopathic, bloodthirsty people, alien creatures, even who knows, are all living in this world with us, or we've talked about it enough that they're like, let's just like, how do we get them to fear us or like feel helpless? Let's just make it all true.
Yeah, I think it's
And go, like,
column.
what are you gonna do? Like, you can get as mad as you want, but at this point, if it is all true, that means like court. What are you talking about? The judge is a lizard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's.
you
I
can't
think
go
it's
to-
like.
you can't go court. Like, you can't. This
I
is.
think it's
crazy.
I think it's column A, column B. You know, like because if you saw in the Epstein files, the one email that Epstein drafted to Bill Gates about like the STDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying like that might not necessarily be true. It's just a thing Epstein set up knowing in the future like but that is just as good of blackmail as having a video cuz let's be honest, most of us kind of just go that's probably true.
Yeah.
Like about the Bill Gates thing and
Yeah.
also too if because well there is a thing too that the CIA does where they call it like a limited hangout where
Really?
oh yeah you never heard of this.
It just sounds so casual. It just
It
sounds
just thinks
so
like
fun.
it's like a fun little
I'm
party.
thinking Cigs in the garage, bro. I'm just being like, yeah, like I gotta go because I gotta pick the kids up.
That
but, like,
does sound fucking
You know what
sick.
I'm
A
saying? Like,
limited
it's-
hangout does
Yeah.
sound sick. Where it's like, dude, only invite the fucking cool people. It's a limited hangout.
It's a fucking limited hangout, so like we're only having a couple people. Okay.
Hey, Dunbar first.
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 Dunbar first.
Dunbar first. No, the limited hangout is basically like they give the CIA gives it's like, oh, like we've discovered something. The CIA is like, you got us. So they give out the information and then they go like, here's all the info. And they're really just giving you like 10% of it to make you feel like they gave you 100% of it.
And that's the thing. It's like because look, if you're doctoring a photo, like, and you're making the black bar and you accidentally miss that baby leg, you could just be covering up a shitty "is this cake" thing. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody could have just made a fucking. I'm not saying I want to see a possible dead baby arranged like a Cornish game hen, but what
I'm not saying I want to see photographic evidence of the first episode of True Detective being true.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Actually that is based off the Delphi murders. But I'm sorry, go on.
I don't want that to be true, obviously, but it's also like one of those things of you lose tone or context a lot of times in text. You know, you lose in intonation, you lose just also like I don't know. You kind of
No, I think
it
you're
could
on
be
to
a joke. It could be not. It just could be this perfect thing to where like you're like, yeah, give them. How do we distract them? Tell them everything they've ever thought is true. Yeah, we're eating babies. We're eating babies like chicken. Whatever.
No, I think you're absolutely onto something that is most likely true. Where
give them baby chickens, but like then they'll stop looking into us like suiciding people.
well,
You
it's
know what I
also
mean?
okay. So like, okay, here's a good example. It's like when people talk about Pizzagate. They, whenever people repeat it, they always try to focus on the like most ridiculous stuff to distract you from the other shit.
Pinball.
So like people will bring up Pizzagate and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, they said they were trafficking children through the basement. The pizza place doesn't have a basement."
Yeah.
And then they'll hang on really specific details like that, and they'll go, "That's why Pizzagate's not true." And then you'd be like, "Okay, well, explain to me why the owner of the pizza shop had a really weird Instagram account with all this like all these paintings of young kids and all this other stuff, and then it's like, and then you extrapolate bigger and you go, okay, so what? Just because there's no basement now, child sex trafficking is not real, and like it's just because that's what I think the new tactic is. We talked about it before, where like in the '60s they were like, who you got to beef with? Fucking kill them.
Yeah,
it was just all it was like FBI, CIA was like, whoever you got to beef in, take them out, and you can't just murk people the same way like you used to back in the day.
Right.
And I think the tactic now is information overload. That's why like a lot of people bring up Tucker Carlson and Ian Carroll because of like calling them feds. And I go, if they're feds, they're feds in a way to make you feel exhausted, because I remember like every time I listen to Ian Carroll talk about this stuff, it's very thoroughly researched, but he always reinforces, he's like, now we got to make sure we're on point and we're thorough, and there's a lot to go into, and it's really complicated. And I think they just make you want to go like, well, fuck, dude. All I really wanted, it's like I want to be informed, but at the end of the day, I just want to have a couple beers and fucking eat my wife's pussy, dude. I'm not trying to unravel this fucking pedophile conspiracy.
I want to have a light hangout.
I just want to have a limited hangout, bro, with my boys.
Yeah, sorry. But no,
Super Bowl's this weekend. I'm trying to have a limited hangout.
Triple G was saying it's hard to misinterpret. Can you send me that torture video? And in quotes or whatever. But it's like, it's one of those things that like, but maybe the context in that is, can you send me that torture video? I need to blackmail that guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember that torture scene that you put together, and then we got video of him being at that torture? Like, can you send me that blackmail video so I can blackmail that world leader? And it's like immediately right there. But they're not going to put down, can you send me the torture video so I can blackmail that guy?
Yeah.
It's like, if they didn't put, if they were saving time, it seems very casual and it just seems like he's the hub for all the terrible shit. And this is what I'm saying is, I think also he's doing terrible shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think also they're suiciding people in the government. I think they're also manipulating stocks and people and all this other shit. But I don't know if like it's 100% lizard people sacrificing people to Moloch, all this other bullshit. I think they're just like, hey, let's put together the ceremony and have these people, and then a couple of paid actors, a couple of people like Hillary Clinton and they're like, oh my God, they're here. I'm a part of it now. Oh shit, I gotta,
you're part of it.
Think about how involved you would feel like if you were at an elite party. We talked about this with there was that Channing Tatum movie with with similar to
the like light skinned lady.
Yeah, and like
really good movie, whatever ending.
Yeah, it was similar to that. Like of Dom was
blink twice, I think.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Dom was like, if that was me, she's like, I could totally see getting stuck, like falling for those same things of being like, hey, I think this is kind of weird, but my friend going like, what are you doing? Come on, man, be cool. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, you're just like this is kind of weird, and they're like, Channing Tatum's cock. Shut the fuck up.
Right. So like if they're a person, so imagine now you're at a world leaders summit and you're with some of the most powerful people in the world, and a couple of people that you trust because you know them from outside are now acting like they totally love this fucking owl statue and they're doing this ritual sacrifice, and you're just gonna
go part of it.
You're gonna like, I'm sure a lot of the pictures are the outtakes, the pictures that aren't in the files that they deleted that are probably them going like, and then there's other ones where they're like, hey, smile for the camera. They're like, okay, I'm having a good time. Thanks.
Yeah, if I was in the Epstein files,
I'm not saying that either. That's just, it's possible in all angles. That's
if I was in the Epstein files, Pat, every picture of me would be doing this.
No, I will not smile. My arms crossed. I don't approve. How can I visually, non-verbally show you that I go like?
Yeah,
all my pictures, my face would be blurry because I'm shaking my head.
I think the bigger thing too is like, this is, what? Oh, dude, this reminds me of, because I've been getting into more just. Because it's hard to be an investigative journalist 24/7, dude. It overloads your brain. So sometimes you got to take a break. You read some fiction. You chill the fuck out. And I've been reading. It's funny. I picked up this Star Wars book from Half Price Books because it was about Darth Maul, and my parents got me a gift card, and I was like thinking about that, and It reminds me of it's like the fans who hyperfixate over like, did Han shoot first? And you're like, it's an editing error. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, zoom out and understand the bigger symbolism of the movie if you want to. But like, it's the people who there's like a type of fandom that hyperfixates on the like minute details. And it's like, yeah, this is all interesting to like get the answers to. Like, obviously, like you want the truth wherever you can find it. But it's like when you get like bogged down in these, like they're the main thing to talk about. It's like you really need to zoom out and go like, hey, why did this take so long for all this stuff to get out? Like, you know, it's like you should ask the bigger questions. You know, it's like, hey, why is everyone involved in this when questioned about it clearly lying? Like there was that one dude who was like Epstein's neighbor, and he was like, the second I walked in, I saw that table, I go, this is a bad dude. Now I didn't tell anyone about him, but I was like, this is a bad dude. And then he's in the files and he's like desperately being like, can I pretty please come to your island, sir? Like Elon's doing the same thing. Like we're going over, you know, there's people with like Twitter accounts who are like being like, oh my God, look at that. Like this little thing proves this and that. And you're just like, bro, I think it's way more important to look at the bigger issues of this, where it's like, we can actually, you know, it's like, why did it was literally like Thomas Massey, Ro Khanna, and like maybe two other people. I want to say Bobert and one other person. And it was like, okay, so you had to have 4 people. What are we doing, dude? Did Pat get booted? That was crazy. Let me send that to him again. I don't know what's up with the fucking internet, dude. I feel like this has been happening more lately. Maybe I have too many things open on my end. Let me send that back to Pat. Cause I don't know if he just got booted or he backed out or not. Shout out Skinnerd. Yes. Leonard? R.I.P. Tusa. Oh man. I mean, unless they're getting us. Unless they're getting us. Hell yeah. We got some people on YouTube, got some people on Twitch. Let's fucking go. We appreciate all you beautiful people. Wolvalds, I appreciate you speaking in this way. Ritualistic child abuse by a certain demographic has been openly talked about since 1457 with Simon of Trent, and in America since the late 1980s, since Oprah had the survivor of sex abuse cold on a certain demographic. Yeah, man. Again. Well, I think it always goes back to the difference between like pointing out the Zionists and stuff like that versus, you know what I mean? Because the Zionists don't seem like they represent Jews fairly. Where's Pat at? That's so funny. I sent Pat the link over Instagram, and I'm like waiting for him to see it or take it, and I just see Naeem's here, and Naeem's it's just his away message on Instagram is just Epstein files. Yeah. See, that's where I think you're being lazy, Valves. They are one and the same. That's like where I think you're just being lazy. You know, it's kind of interesting because I feel like you can just have that like little attention to detail. You can have that little attention to detail. And yeah. Yeah, where is Pat? I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully everything okay. by the way, going back to Star Wars, I don't know if you watched Andor, but I highly recommend it. The writing is great and it's mirroring society. Yeah, I want to get into. I've been getting I want to get into more stuff like that. I have been getting into it. Like I was reading this. Well, and also I was talking about. I think I was talking about this before, but these kind of like throwaway like Star Wars or Star Trek books and shit like that. Um, they're. I gotta tell you, sometimes I don't need to read something like also right here. I got Infinite Jest because I was like, I'm gonna give myself a challenge and read that and like let it stimulate my brain and blah 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 all that. But then sometimes it's like it's just exhausting because it's like No Country for Old Men's one of the best movies ever. But also sometimes I just want to watch okay. So Pat said, yeah, I don't know what happened out of nowhere. It just said I had no internet connection. I restarted everything. I'll be right back. Okay, so Pat's okay, word. Okay, cool. So maybe Pat's internet was fucking up. Oh yeah, but because it's like I love No Country for Old Men. I think it's like literally people say it's one of the best movies ever made. I rewatched it the other night. It's like one of the best movies ever made. But then sometimes it's like, sometimes you want to watch, well, I was gonna say Fight Club. I don't want to take away from Fight Club because it's like dumb, just because dumb guys co-opt a movie because it's like approachable to them doesn't make them, because I feel like Fight Club gets a lot of shit for being a dumb guy movie. And it's like, no, it's just well made that dumb guys can appreciate it the same way but let's say Fight Club. Like Fight Club's a movie you don't have to think if you don't want to. Any of those movies like that. And it's like sometimes you want to do that. And it's like that's what I realized because like I've always associated like reading with like that's a smart guy activity. And it's like, nah, there's fucking simple, easygoing books, dude, and they're fun. Because I gotta tell you, I'm like an interactive guy. Sometimes, it's why I like audiobooks when I'm in the middle of shit. But like I was listening to an audiobook before we started the pod today, and I found myself just like fucking futzing around on my phone. And I do that sometimes when I'm watching a movie or a TV show that's not like that I'm not like fully engaged in. You're futzing around on the phone a whole bunch. So honestly, reading these books has been much more engaging for me because it's like you got to sit there, you fucking hold it with your goddamn hands. You can't be distracted. It like forces you to like fucking slow down and shit like that. And then honestly, they're interesting and good and fun and back in the mix.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Israel. It's Israel. Don't worry.
It's like I unplugged I unplugged a external hard drive I had plugged in because I was like, I think it's taking too much from the computer and shit like that. And then and as soon as I did that, it was like I unplugged the internet, and I was like, this isn't the internet. This is just the fucking hard drive.
Damn.
Like,
do you have the control of the internet over there?
I didn't think so, but I guess, shit, it's hard to argue now. I guess I did. I didn't know I was Jewish.
I had to, speaking of which, I actually wanted to read this. No, because I had to give Slav a talking to, and I actually Triple G's got a great comment too.
Since I've been gone, I've missed.
Yeah, he can't help himself. It is kind of fast. It's why I keep acknowledging him because it's so fascinating. It's fascinating how, because I got a lot of things I think, but like I cannot mention things at certain times. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Zionists do not equal all Jews. All Jews do not equal Zionists. Not hard to distinguish the two. Zionists want you to not be able to distinguish the two so they can run on protecting Jewish people. And that is a great point. And it's the irony of how Slav is. Like that, I wanted to bring that up because it's the irony of how Slav is. Because like from what I've learned is Zionists, like real Jews do not look at Zionists as like real Jews and shit like that. And it's like Slav's whole thing is like, he's against the Jews run everything. And doing that, ironically, gets him caught up in the Zionist. Like, that's what they want you to do.
For it, yeah.
That's what they want you to do. You know what I mean? By specifically making the point of not making a distinction is like falling for it. Like, that's like what I'm always trying to say. But anyway, Yeah, we were talking about Star Wars books. Derek was saying I've read every single Star Wars novel from the 70s up until a Disney purchase. There's some really good shit in there, but a lot of trash also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's quantity over quality for sure. But that's also like some people, well, one man's treasure, another man's treasure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was telling him how I'm like getting into I'm reading this like Star Wars book because it's like I got Infinite Jest because I want to give myself a challenge, but sometimes you don't want to read the highfalutin hoity toity shit. Sometimes you just want a straightforward fucking book about the origins of Darth Maul. And it's a fun time.
Yeah.
What else were we saying? Oh yeah, Fight Club. Oh dude, this is why I like the chat because I was about to say Fight Club's a dumb guy movie, but then I realized Fight Club's a good ass movie. It's just very approachable by dumb guys, and I really respect the whole chat lighting up, going like Fight Club fucking rules because it does.
You know what? Chuck Palahniuk book I would like to see as a movie. Haunted. Have you ever read Haunted?
No, I'm very aware of Chuck Palahniuk and his shit, but I haven't approached Haunted yet.
It's an audio book I read, but it definitely has a very lasting effect. There's certain like scenes in it. It's mainly about like I believe like addiction, sex addiction, other types of things. Like it's a really crazy. Obviously, it's Chuck Palahniuk, but it's like a crazy book that's like kind of that I think if they were able to give it I feel like everybody that does a movie of his, like for like, what was the other one with
Choke, I think.
Choke. Yeah, there's another one. Like everybody seems to be like people that make the films seem to be fans of his or like familiar with the shit. So like, didn't Fight Club also came out? Yeah, as a comic book and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Like,
he's had 3 movies and 2 coming up. Fight Club, Choke, Romance, and then Lullaby and Rant are the ones coming out. I think I remember hearing. I'm familiar with Rant.
Yeah, Blood Meridian is another great book that I think would be a good movie. But
that's Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac McCarthy. Yeah, that was another one that's like crazy.
Actually, I think that one has been. I was watching some shit on
production. I think with one of the assaulters. Is that what you're saying?
Oh no! Which assaulter? Weinstein?
Franco, I think. I think it was.
Oh,
I think it was a Weinstein Franco collab.
I think you're right about that. It just gets double. It gets double canceled.
I want top billing on this one, on this sexual assault, please.
I actually it's funny. I just bought Blood Meridian and I was trying to read it, and it's written very weird.
That was another audiobook one. That was like I had so many recommendations of it that I was like, I'm not gonna be able to read it, but I'll listen to it. And it's
Cormac McCarthy's
a really good story.
Yeah, I've read 1.5 of his books. I've read Not There Will Be Blood. I've read No Country for Old Men.
Technical issues. Sorry, guys.
Gonna have to solder this wire real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, I gotta relight the torch.
Yeah, carry the flame. This is for Charlie Kirk.
It's for the Olympics too. God bless you. God bless America.
But no, I read No Country for Old Men, and then I got halfway through The Road. And The Road is just like trying not to kill yourself while reading this.
The Road is have you seen that movie?
Yeah. If you think the movie's rough, just however long that is, whatever the equivalent, just imagine that, but the equivalent of how long it takes you to read it.
You know what's crazy about that movie is that is easily one of the scariest movies I think I've ever seen. Like
Go on.
It is so rooted in reality. And it's too fucking real. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're watching that shit, it's not like The Walking Dead where they're like, "Hey guys, I guess the real villains and the people we need to watch out are humans."
Yeah,
it's like one of those things where you're like, and they almost directly look at the camera when they say it, and then they're just like, "Anyway, I'm in love with you. Oh no, you're pregnant. What's going on? Let's go to the prison. I don't know how you feel." And it's just like,
is this the apocalypse? I should leave it in.
The Road is just like white knuckle. From the start.
Well,
You know
because
what I mean? Like,
I
because
remember one of
immediately
the
there's tension. You know what I mean? Like,
one of the big parts about the road is like I think it's during one of the flashbacks with his wife, where it's like from the jump, they're saying something, or the kid's asking him something about like them killing themselves or something like that.
yeah,
And then he's like, but why? They're almost like, what's the argument not to? And
yeah.
like the dad can't, like, he basically just hits him with like, well, because, and you're like,
Because
damn,
they don't wanna.
you're like, damn, that's where we're starting. We're
Yeah.
starting with like, I don't have a good argument to tell you not to kill yourself.
Yeah, and it's the craziest. Like, also, it's just shot. It's so efficient, and
Yeah.
it's so like I love every. It honestly, I'm not like thinking about it. If it didn't scare me so much, it would be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Because like I love The Shining for the same reason. It has a lasting effect that's just like
Yeah.
it's so long that you have to put yourself there. You become so invested, and it's like there's two people, and the evil in that fucking movie is so evil
Yeah.
and so inhumane, but it's like it's
No, you make
100%
a
it's
really
100% real.
You make a really good point because a lot of movies will be like, okay, this is the apocalypse, everything's gone to shit,
Yeah.
and there just happens to be that one group of people. They all have cool outfits and they ride around. They're like, woo, we gotta find some more people to kill
We
and
figured it
raid.
out. We figured it out, but we're cannibals.
Yeah,
And they're just
yeah.
like, no, we knew that was coming because that's the only trope you ever use.
Well, it also there also is like a lazy thing that they do in a lot of these movies where they go like, okay, society's devolved. Now the biggest, scariest, angriest guys are gonna run everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that's not like how the government is full. The government isn't full of pedophiles and closeted gay man because the biggest, strongest guys run everything. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're gonna get little weak dudes to manipulate the strong people.
Yeah.
But when you watch The Road, yeah, it does. You do watch it going like, oh fuck, this might be what it is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's no order. There's no. I mean, and that's the thing is that it's like anarchy. It's pure anarchy, but people just create their own like missions. You know what I'm saying? Like they create like in that world because there is no guiding. There's no bumpers essentially. You like everybody's perception as reality. So they're just like, there's nothing left. We got to eat people. We're gonna take everything you have and we're gonna just kill. Like it doesn't matter. Like there's no women and children first. There's no golden rule anymore. The golden rule is fucked. And like it's not even just survival. It's literally perception is reality, and perception becomes your world. And it's just like if your world crosses with another world, it's like it may be okay. It's almost like it's a way less cartoonish version of like Waterworld, where it's just like there's nobody out for you. There's nobody. I mean, nobody looking out for you. There's no like community. There's small kind of communities that can coexist together and work together a little bit. They're trying. But for the most part, it's just chaos. It's just fucking chaos. And you have a child. You know what I'm saying? Like you have fucking child.
Do they mention in the movie I guess you only saw the movie, but do they mention in the movie why it's like that? Or do they leave that vague on purpose?
It's it's just like, nope, this is, and you're like, but it's not unbelievable. It's not like, it doesn't have to be a bomb. It doesn't have to be. They're in their apartment and there's just explosions and stuff like that.
Yeah. But no, my only thing with a lot of those like apocalypse type movies is you would like, because it is human nature where like most humans, they seek security over like freedom, and a lot of time, like a lot of things like that. And when they're scared, they just look to, it's why human beings get duped every single fucking time.
Yeah.
It's because they just seek a confident person to be like, I know what's going on, don't worry. So I do believe you would still have, kind of almost like The Walking Dead does. How like The Walking Dead does is like you come across all these like big groups and stuff like that who are like fucking chilling and shit like that. You would still have stuff like that, but on the flip, where you don't have, because the groups wouldn't be bigger, you would have these like much more lawless area. That's the thing I think where people don't realize, where if you got rid of the I feel like, yeah, if you were in a situation like that, you would still have these communities, but then like the lawless areas would get extra
It would be crazy.
dark
Yeah.
and extra crazy.
And if they decided to go to that was the funniest thing of like, like just in general, like having that perspective of just how easily it could all just kind of just fucking explode and just, completely fall apart is such a chaotic, crazy, scary thing. But it's also like, I've also been watching a lot of Alone, I think, to kind of get prepared because it's like one of those things where like you may have to, like Triple G says, humans seek comfort instead of freedom.
Yeah.
If shit pops off and goes all this other shit, I'm not fortifying. I'm not fucking getting guns, and I'm trying to find a remote area that I can start building a fucking. Don't worry, we're not talking about controversial stuff now. We're just talking about fucking just in
The
general.
apocalypse.
Yeah, just the apocalypse, nothing big, but like is essentially living. Like I was just saying, I've been watching a lot of Alone on Netflix with Dom, and like just watching and just being like, I watched it a couple years ago because I'm like, that's so fascinating that people can live like this, and it's very interesting how people the different ways you can completely function just off, nature and the world, the plants and stuff like that, and you're like, very cool. I'm watching this now and I'm like taking notes. I'm like going like, I might have to build a home somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not, and that's used to be being dramatic, but like, it's also like, if it pops off and I I'm not done in the initial pop off and then I have to survive, I'm not just going to be like, well, just hunker down and wait for everything to get back to normal. I'm off. I'm gone. I'm going to try to find somewhere, and I would love a posse of people that I can trust, that I know that I, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those things, but also like, if you're not on my tempo, we're gone. Like,
Yeah.
like it's shit pops off. It's where you at?
Okay. Well, okay. I don't mean to be
get the fuck out of here.
I don't mean to be a wet blanket, but there's some where you go, if you're not on my tempo, because what? Okay, if shit goes down right now,
if you're not as paranoid as me, we're at it.
Yeah, but here's my thing. If shit goes down right now, what are you gonna do?
I got a tote. I got some water, and I'm fucking throwing it in the. I'm brother. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound condescending or rude, but you know me, like legitimately. Remember the drone thing, like when?
Oh no, I'm not denying that you're paranoid and capable of spazzing. I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say, Pat.
Yeah.
Is like,
well, that's the thing now. It's like I can't afford guns.
Yeah, well, that's. I guess
people are like, buy guns, learn how to use them. I'm like, I can't.
I'll put it this way. You don't lack confidence. I just think logistically, I go, you might need to watch a lot more episodes of what's the YouTube channel, Outdoor Boys?
Oh yeah, no,
because I don't want you past your skis on this, Pat. If you really want to make that hut in the middle of the woods, if you really want to Kaczynski out, minus the nail bombs, because I know you would never.
Brother, I told you, I just want to go out and exist somewhere. I want no. I want to go just away from everything, and if they come through, I'll go. All right, I'll put everything in a tote, and I told Dom, I said, brother, you can ask her. I told her last night. I was like standing next to the television, pointing at it, going, "This is so much more peaceful in my brain as a way to live day to day. Just trying to like wake up. Okay, what do I have to do?
Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, please.
I'm so sorry."
No, but I'll get up and I'll say like,
and if it goes bad, you'll participate in self-righteous suicide. Go on. I'm sorry.
I'll well, exactly. That's always the option.
But that's always your option.
But they go, like I gotta find food. I have to fortify my wall came down a little bit. I gotta find some more logs and fix the wall. Like it's not like I gotta call the homeowners insurance. I gotta do this. Like it's all this crazy bullshit that we're tied up in. That legitimately, if we just went somewhere, built a home for ourselves, and then like actually like had to maintain that home. What were your daily tasks? Maintain your home, stay warm, tend to whatever garden or livestock that you have, and then
Jack off into your wife.
fucking tons of jacking off. Well, that's the other thing is now you literally have to be responsible because you put a baby in there. Who's getting it out?
Who's getting?
You put it in there. You got to get it out now, buddy.
Yeah, but like, are you ready to do all of this?
I'm like excited. I'm excited for a restart. I just kind of want it to just happen. I want hey, next time we get shut off, if all of the electricity is gone, again, I'm using the last bit of gas I have to get as far into the country as I can.
Well, you have a history of car problems. I don't see that. I don't see you getting too far.
That's what I'm saying. As far as I can get.
You get to that. You're probably gonna get to the Circle K by your house.
Perfect. Then I go. Hey man, look, apocalypse just started, man, and my car just ran out of gas, man.
Pat, I just worry. Yeah, you turn into Channing Tatum in the fucking whatever that Seth Rogen movie was. Fuck, what was it called?
This is the end.
This is the end.
Yeah.
I just worry. I just think, Pat, if you want to make this a real thing, I want you to be prepared. I want you to not wreck discipline. And because I fear your first steps into this life is like when you're a little kid going like, I'm just gonna run away. And then you take that step out the house and you're like, oh no.
I think there's a.
I never want to yuck your yum, Pat. If you want to Kaczynski out, I fully support it.
There's a little bit of. There's been a Kaczynski in me my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I don't remember this, but I used to tell my mom that when I move out, I want to get a van and live in a van. And that way I can travel everywhere and just have my home with me no matter where I am. I legitimately do not remember. I said that before I remember thoughts, apparently. And like even since then has been like legitimately, I hate the idea of being tied down to just one location, but I do absolutely love and crave comfort. So yes, if I am stuck in the middle of nowhere, I like camping and every shit, like all that shit. But it's like, when it gets to the crazy part where you're buying an inflatable mattress, you're fucking bringing a padded thing, you're doing all this other bullshit, and it's like, okay, you just want to sleep outside. I'm very excited to see all these people like that are like, I just made a bed. This is actually pretty cool. Like there's a bed, like to have a bed and to appreciate having a bed outside that you made that's comfortable, that you don't have to fucking make payments on. You don't have to fucking argue about where the fucking pillows are. You don't have to do all that bullshit. I don't have to deal with customer service. Brother,
Yeah.
I think I've been this the entire time. And I've been forcing myself into society because it's just one of those things where like I can't argue it. I have a diabolical relationship with technology my entire life. I feel like not to the extent that it's out to get me. I need to start doing all this, but nope, not a manifesto.
No,
I'm very illiterate. I think
get it,
I just
dude.
want to go out and just live. That's
No,
it, survive.
I hear you. There's definitely certain aspects of life that, like there's been, I go along with it and joke with you on the pod for the sake of a pod being entertaining, but there are certain complaints you bring up that there is part of me that goes like, I don't know, dude, just deal with it, but like that you have, which is my perspective, but also fair if like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you like you're not allowed to get mad at that shit. You know what I mean? But that's just my natural reaction. We all have different things we choose to get mad about because we all have different priorities and a different level of values on different things. And so I do see that in you.
Yeah, and
I do see that in you with the no, because it is because that is kind of like it's like which way do you go, Western man? Do do you see the problems and you go, well, I'm gonna fuck off and go to this area, or do you live in the shit and go like, fuck you, I'm gonna tell you guys what's actually right? And I think there's value in both of those, man.
Right. And I don't think that's what I'm saying is like, I'm not necessarily a person that's like, this is how people should live. It's just like this, like the way this is structured looks perfect. Like it's one of those things. Because if you just have one more person, if you're not alone and you just have one other person, it makes it so much easier. And this is how like we learn to appreciate communities. The more people that you have pulling their weight and doing their part, the better your community feels and the more comfort you're allowed. Essentially, you're allowed to have this much comfort because that guy handles getting the food. This person gets all the firewood. I do repairs and checks on all the structures, blah blah, whatever it may be. Like, and it's one of those things of like, there's no, and that's the shit that they try to keep us from. So like, if you try to do this now, well, maybe right now might be a good time, but like, I feel like in the current state, you know, how many times do people go out there and they go, hey, I figured out how to have clean water without having to pay for it. I got this electricity. I got solar panels and this other stuff.
Yeah.
And all this. And then they go, yeah, we're going to fucking arrest you. Do you know what I mean? Like, where you're just like, whoa, why are you doing that?
Well,
They're like,
I'll
that's
say,
illegal. You can't live off the grid. But
yeah,
like, living
you can't
off the
collect
grid,
rainwater, shit like that.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I think the whole like, well, that's the guy who gets the firewood, and that's the guy who harvests the vegetables, and that to me comes off a little bit as a pipe dream, or a little bit as a like, oh, wouldn't that be nice? You know what I mean? But like when actually put into like real world situations, it's like that's where it always comes to. That's where it's like having that little bit of capitalism where like everyone has the thing they're good at and we exchange money for all those services and stuff. But what you said at the very end where fucking big bad government comes in and goes like, you're breaking my arbitrary rules.
Yeah.
That's
you can't be the guy that gets firewood. We have to regulate firewood in this area. And you're like, what are you talking about?
well, because that's like a big, I mean, that's a great representation of like where the government fucks up and ruins everything, where it's like you can have a bunch of people living harmoniously through voluntary exchange of goods and services and stuff like that. And then you have a guy come in that is the government go like, I think it ought to be like this. And we're over here just being like, we got it, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to get Shane to build us a bunker.
Yeah.
Or get us some passes to one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's something about a bunker.
Something about a bunker. Bunker feels cool. But then you get that Cloverfield Lane movie. And then you gotta,
that's why you need more people.
but can you imagine all of us being in a bunker, dude? The fart smell, man.
Oh, no. The first thing would be ventilation because we're all gonna still smoke too. So like we have to have.
Oh, it's gonna be
ventilation.
Cigs in the bunk, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be Cigs in the bunk for sure. So like if we have to have that, like it's the thing. I might even start smoking. Like if the world starts ending, I'm buying a big fat sack of heroin. I'm going to the woods. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where like this is Patty's bye-bye tour. This is gonna be. It's a fun thing where it's just like, and that's the thing. I'm not here. The reason I still don't have I don't have guns. I don't have any of that stuff. I'm not here to argue. You can have it. Take it. Bye. I'm gonna leave. You can't have me. But like, yeah, take it. Whatever. Go for it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like legitimately one of those things. Oh no, you have my computer. Boo. Good luck.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean?
It's like that joke most people would make about their wife, where they go like, "Oh, my wife got kidnapped. Oh, good luck with her."
Oh, you mean like would the joke be like, "Take my wife, please"?
Guys, that's why you subscribe.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, I romanticize the going out in the middle of nowhere shit, but then I remember like all the things I like. And I'm much more of a fan of the idea of like, can we just make this thing that's been kind of going for a while suck less ass? But I don't know, man. I don't know what the fucking solution is. It's hard to tell.
My biggest thing is like, I really do like a little. What are my? I don't know. Derek's here, right? I don't know what my.
Yeah, he's actually getting your back.
I don't know.
You said, "Shut the fuck up, Slav."
Oh, thanks, buddy. I don't know what happened. Because I'm not.
He said Pat does. Well, Slav said earlier Pat doesn't even have a bug out bag. Keep dreaming, pal.
All right. Will do.
Will do.
That's another thing too. I've been doing is just not caring. I'm gonna try to actively not care. Even if I do care, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, it's probably gonna end up killing me. So I might just die before I end up having to live on my own. But
Can I say this about not caring? I think it's like almost how we were talking to Slav earlier about like you're just falling for the game that the Zionists want you to play. They want you're being the guy that they want you to be.
Yeah.
I think it's like I think people get fucked up on like the shit of like, well, I just don't fucking care about anything. I go, nah, it's good to care. Caring's important. You know what I mean?
I like caring. I care about a lot of things.
I like
care about
caring. I
Andy,
care.
care about you guys for the most
Bro,
part.
it's why we did the stream yesterday. I made a comment that Pat was probably fine about, but I still was like, no, I'm more worried about my friend being sad than me being like right on a podcast. So I like apologize because I care about Pat. You know what I mean? And it's like I care about my wife. I want to make sure we have a fun day today and shit like that. You know, so I'm thinking about what I have today off, what we're gonna do today. But I realized the big thing is like, don't play the game. Whatever, because there's all these forces. It's like I told you about how I've talked about before about how like I think I realized I'm pretty sure the American dream is just a fucking psyop to get you into debt slavery. You know what I mean? So it's like don't, you know, and I definitely played the game for a while and I'm trying to unravel that. But I think the real thing you got to do is like just don't play the game. You know, like it's like we were talking about before. If you're a cop and if you're a cop and they tell you to plant and you have that impulse to plant drugs on people, go like, oh no, that's like the gayest thing you could ever do in your whole life.
Right.
And like, just don't do those things. We all know what it is. Just don't do that shit.
Right. Like that's why I think that shit could work. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I do appreciate Slav looking out for me. And that's the thing. See, you got to assume positive intent. You're just looking out for
That
me.
is really funny. Fine. Just let Pat go out unprepared.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, Slav, I switched my knife up. I don't have so you remember my old can I show weapons on YouTube? It's not a weapon. This is a pocket knife. This is for opening boxes. Just it. But I've gone from, you know how you just have my little satchel thing before?
Yeah.
I went back to okay, good. So we are showing knives.
Yeah.
So this was my
knife
original,
I need to desperately clean.
right? This was the one that I went home for that I had on me that I would not take off.
Oh, that's the one that the pussies in Bethlehem wouldn't let you have?
That fucking I've had since like middle school. This fucking thing rips. So right, I got that, right? But I switched it to now I carry a backpack all the time. I always have water on me. I always have extra power bank on me. I always have
that extra power bank comes in handy.
Gotta tell you,
I carry a power
bank in case I get caught in my car. I got my tsunami knife. I got a little seatbelt cutter, and I got a little window breaker in case I need to get out. And I still have my blade.
Tsunami knife's a good knife.
It's a fucking practical ass knife. But I do appreciate your concern, Slav. What else should I have in my bug out bag? I can't bring everything. I can't have like a bunch of prepared meals and shit. I got sternos. I'm telling you, brother, I'm stocking up. It's like I don't want to be a prepper. I'm more like a hoarder. I'm like a prep hoarder.
Ooh, you know what I should send you? Are you familiar with Thomas Massey? He's like besides Rand Paul, he's like the one good dude in the Congress or Senate. I forget which one.
Mm-hmm. Better than Ted Cruz?
Only slightly.
Okay.
Only slightly.
Also,
but
I've really turned the bucket. I'm forgiving everybody. Everybody's cool with me. I like everyone in the world.
You're pro Cruz?
I'm pro everyone.
Nice.
Oh, not Hitler. Shit.
Up. Can't take it back. Already said it.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
No, but Thomas Massey had a really dude. It was so funny. His episode. He did an episode of Tucker show forever ago, and which a lot of people theorize. They were like, there was a lot of conspiracy theories saying like, well, because of that episode, Israel killed his wife. But no, he dropped a bomb on people being like, oh yeah, everyone in Congress has like an AIPAC handler. And that like AIPAC is with Israel. AIPAC's like the lobbying group for Israel. And he's like, yeah, literally every member in Congress except like me and like a couple others just have an AIPAC handler. And they like always tell them, you know, stuff that like what they should do and this and that, yada, yada, yada. But no, so that was like the first chunk of the pod. And then he spent the entire pod explaining how he turned his house into like an off the grid, self-sufficient house. And I should send that to you. It's like super fucking fascinating.
So yeah, actually, because like that's the thing is I want to, like that's that's the other thing is I'm already kind of fucked as far as like owning a house, like going because that was the thing is that's what I was pointing at the television, screaming at my wife. I was like pointing at it and going like, look, see if a part of his roof breaks. He doesn't have to file a claim. He doesn't have to get a permit. He doesn't have to fucking do any of this shit. He just goes out, finds the proper things in the woods around him. He harvests them. He cuts them down, and he adds them, and he fixes it himself. Like that's like it's a thing where like, and you only survive as long as you can.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's the thing of like you're not. There's no like life support. There's no medical things or anything. Is somebody exclusively raising their child outside my window?
Yeah.
on
How
the
do I
third
hear
floor?
you're on the 3rd floor. How do I hear a baby?
It's been almost the whole episode, and I don't know what's going on because there's no way they're at the pool. It's
You're like-
69 degrees.
Oh, is that, must be Mexicans outside.
I don't have to look at them. I just don't know why they're there.
That ain't a white baby crying the whole ep.
The whole time, it's like, what's going on?
No, literally,
they also
dude,
have their window open, and it's just the house right below. You know, what I'm saying?
there's
Like, that's the
been
only way.
moments. There's been moments on the pod. I go, is Dom having a party?
It's brother. Like this door is closed. I can't even hear Dom. Like that's what I'm saying. I can't
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
Dom,
yeah.
but I can hear this fucking baby. So does that mean they can hear me? Oh shit.
Oh shit. By the way, no, never mind. I was gonna say I'm looking up. I was like, they still have the tsunami knife in the merch store, but it's sold out. Damn it.
Yeah. Sorry guys.
Forgot how sick that knife was. I wanted one.
Yeah. But that's part of my survival tools is branded by the hardcore bands I love. So like if August Burns, I usually have a Yeti drink bottle I got from August Burns Red.
So, is that the show we went to
yeah,
together?
most of my survival gear is merch.
That show is not to sound super gay, but that show, that picture Dom took of you and me is like one of my favorite pictures of us because we're both like we look serious, but not like douchebags.
Yeah.
I guess my only thing, Pat, by the way, with your alone journey is I think, and I want you to live your truest life. So it's not that I'm like telling you not to do it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to acquire a decent amount of skills before you make this a reality.
So I knew you were going to say something like that, but you didn't know me in my scouting years.
Okay.
I know I not
and
only
I picture you when I picture you in your scouting years, I picture you exactly like the little Asian boy from Up, but go on.
Exactly. Well, that's how every uniform they gave me was like one size too small. I don't understand if they just didn't have extra large shirts or whatever, but like my mom was on a budget, so it's either hand-me-downs or whatever. But yeah, when I was a Boy Scout / I went from Tiger Cub all the way up to Boy Scout. Yeah, that was me.
This is Pat.
And brother, I had the badges, brother.
He's
So
probably like, I want to live off the grid. Fuck the government.
I got third place in the rain gutter regatta. I'm not trying to brag, but I did get third place in the rain gutter regatta.
All right. Well, I won the Pinewood Derby in 3rd grade, so
You won it.
I did.
You
win
probably
it.
cheated
Why is that the immediate thing you say?
because I know you can't build a car.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know for a fact. You want to
This
do
was
it right
insane. That's so crazy. You
now?
think you can?
I challenge you.
I've
We
been
can go to
nice
the
this
Boy
whole.
Scout store.
I've been nice this whole fucking episode. You think you can rebuild a fucking roof on a house? You get water. You can't not get Whataburger 5 nights a week.
Here's our first
You think
bit.
you think you can rebuild a fucking roof on a house?
Here's our first bit right here, motherfucker. I challenge you to a fucking Pinewood Derby race. Me and you. We go to the fucking Boy Scout store. We find a fucking kit. Each get a kit. We follow the rules. We design them, and we race them. And an agreed upon location, best 2 out of 3.
I mean, we can do that. It doesn't change history.
It's not as loud on the other end anymore. A little quiet over there.
Excuse
Andy.
me? Yeah.
Derby.
Yeah, volume is really what Yeah, it's the volume is what really makes me a champion. Or I just did the work. I don't have to. I don't have to peacock like you do. I don't have to like make up shit to think that I could fucking live off the grid my whole fucking life.
Proud of my accomplishments, my friend.
Yeah,
Proud
you
of
think
them.
you can forage
I'm
for
proud of that third
fucking?
place.
You think you can forage for fucking nasal strips to keep your nose open in the fucking woods?
No, I
You think
bought
you
the
got
bulk
those
at Costco
abilities?
beforehand, and that's part of my bug out bag.
Exactly.
You know what they say? They say pack some of your favorite snacks, and I was like, I'm not worried. I mean, I understand and I appreciate the sentiment, and you would think otherwise, but I'm not really worried about snacks in the thing. I'm actually the thing being the apocalypse. I'm more thinking about how can I wean myself off of coffee because I'm not going to be able to keep coffee going, and I'm going
So funny. It's so funny. Oh, I'm gonna live off the grid and be self-sustaining. So my first thing is I just want to like lower my caffeine intake.
Yeah, because if you don't have that thing, do you know how bad that sucks? Like, think about just getting sick, right? Just getting regular sick, like a cold. In just like
No,
while
I'm not
you have to
arguing.
live outside. Like that stuff is like, how can I adapt myself as easy as possible to this as
I'm not
quickly as possible?
denying the process and the function, Patrick. I'm just saying, like the hill you're about to climb is you're underselling how, you know, you don't even have the proper gear to climb this hill.
Hold on, I'm looking at Pinewood Derby. $7.99.
What?
$7.99. Oh, you can go to the Scout Shop. $7.99 Pinewood Derby car. No, I don't want the cookies. Well, come on with this.
Actually, if you give me 2 seconds, I might be able to find the trophy.
In stock.
Can you run the show for a minute? I
Yeah,
might be
no
able to
problem.
find the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. The official BSA, tell me about it. Pinewood Derby car kit has been the choice of the Cub Scout champions for more than 40 years. With the help of adults, Scouts build their own unpowered, unmanned miniature cars from wood. Kits include woodblock, wheels, and 4 lead-free nail-type axles. Wheels and axles should be the same on all cars in a race. Sorry, block measures approximately 1 3/4 in width and 7 inches length. Cars can be customized. Shop our Pinewood Derby gear for more options. See, that's just gonna weigh it down. You gotta understand. You get the block right. You sand it down right. I tried to always. My design, and that's I think why I never really won the Pinewood Derby, and that's what I'm saying is that I'm touting about my 3rd place in a rain gutter regatta. I'm not talking about the Pinewood Derby necessarily like Andy is lying about his accomplishments, but I think that if I go into this with the mindset of a real champion, so you get the wood block right. And then you got to sand it down and design it. I don't know how many caffeine. I don't know how many Boy Scouts are actually in the chat, but I'm telling you right now. I think, yeah, brother, Slav. I'm telling you, both Andy and Pat. He says will be grumpy and withdrawing from caffeine and booze. Yes, like brother, that's what I'm thinking about. I have to think about like the shit the buzzes that I appreciate. One of the things that I'm actually silver lining about the apocalypse is that my tolerance will go back down because I won't have as accessible drugs. So that when I do find drugs, I'll go, oh my God, the drugs work even better because my tolerance has gone down. So it's the same.
I
idea.
didn't find the
You didn't
trophy.
win
It's
the Pinewood Derby,
it's
right?
somewhere. No, I got to be honest. You talking for like a half hour about how just on a whim you'd be able to survive in the woods, just
No.
easy peasy,
Hold on.
just on a whim, easy peasy, able to survive. And then I bring up that in 3rd grade, I won the Pinewood Derby. Your immediacy to discount that was, I mean, mind numbing. You live in La La Land, Patrick.
I'm challenging you.
No, I'll do the challenge. It's just the fact that you on a instinct were like, there's no way Andy could have won the Pinewood Derby.
But you've been doubting me about surviving in the woods the entire time.
Yes, because that's a believable thing.
I love the woods. I'll go there right now.
Anyway, no, it's just your inability to have perspective is disappointing. But go on, whatever you were talking about.
Run the Derby back. Yeah, let's go.
Run the derby back. Did
Let's
you
go.
ever even? What were your accomplishments in scouts?
So that's what I was just gonna say was the reason I think I always didn't win in the Pinewood Derby is I always tried to design my car to look like the Simpsons car, which is pretty boxy and it doesn't really. So like you get the wood
Homer's
block.
car?
Yeah. So like you're trying to like sand it down to like try to get it aerodynamic, and everybody puts so much like they made them look like fucking like Lamborghinis and shit.
Yeah.
They so like
You gotta go. You gotta go pretty standard. You know what my strategy was? My dad made it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm going into it with dad energy now. Like I'm going to it with like that kind of thing of like, here's actually how we can win this thing. I'm just like, I want to make the car look cool.
Yeah. I remember the year I won. It was like I remember it was like a blue car and it was pretty standard. It was
Yeah.
pretty standard, and yeah, no, dude, it was crazy too because I want to say I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and I won like a 10-pound Nestle's Crunch Bar, and I don't know if there's anything better you could give me at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's like, yeah, it was just, like I said, I was very proud with just, placing in general. Cause that was, do you know what the rain gutter regatta is? Do you ever do that one?
I've heard that. What is that?
It's essentially a boat version of the Pinewood Derby, but
Oh, okay.
it's powered by you. So you make a little boat out of like, it's a little foam block and you kind of shape that and make it, decorate it like a boat. And then you put a little stick in it with a little plastic sail. And then you have to like blow to like, so like there's two rain gutters, right? Filled with water. And they set them down and then they say go. And then you have to blow them to like propel them forward and then turn them around and then put them back. So it was a race. And I had to win
Yeah.
2 times at least, I think. So
Nice. I'm trying to see if there's any evidence on the internet that I won the Pinewood Derby. Oh, is it here? Oh shit! Is this an article? Oh no! Oh no! That's from 2024.
that would be really funny to do the Pinewood Derby race at Panty Mania.
Panty Mania, dude. You gotta have the infrastructure you have to have for a Pinewood Derby race. You need like a whole fucking
We need the ramp for sure.
dude. People go hard too. People go
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Because I remember. So I won it the one year. I'm walking around like my shit don't stink, and then I go back. I try to like defend my title, and I just get. Oh no, that's what it was. I won the Pinewood Derby, and then I didn't realize this. There's actually like it's like, oh, I was in like AA baseball. Now I'm in like the AAA league. So I like went to the actual like real deal. This is where the people, because I just accidentally won it. My dad just like made me a car. And then I went and I go like, oh, I guess we just accidentally made. That's the only time I ever do like great things is I just go, oh shit, did I do that perfectly right? Let's go.
Yeah.
And then we went to like we qualified for a bigger thing, and that's where like the people were really giving a shit. And I remember, dude, there was literally a moment where we thought we thought someone brought a gun into the gym we were doing the Pinewood Derby in. Yeah, we're doing the Pinewood Derby in a gym, and we thought someone brought a gun because there were people that like some lady, I forget exactly. I just remember this like big fat lady screaming about something. And then as she was leaving, like, I don't know what happened, but like a mat or something fell. So you see her screaming, walk away. Then you hear a bang and everyone was like, huh. And then we realized it was just like a door slammed or something. But there was like a split second where everyone thought this bitch shot a gun off.
That's crazy. I had a little league coach that went like nuts and got kicked out of a game. And I remember the way he exited, like it was like a field of like a bunch of fields, essentially. Like for Little League, they'll have like a bunch of baseball fields in this like complex kind of thing in most cases. And it was like, so there was like batting cages, like a little food stand, a couple more fields that were like usually under construction or something. But we're having this game, and like his son was the pitcher, and his best friend was the catcher, and I can't remember exactly what. There was some shit call or whatever. So he starts going off on the ref, sorry, and like then curses at him. I don't even remember the altercation, but I do remember him getting ejected from the game, and then he just walked the whole length of the fence of the outfield, and it's just a little league field, so it's like you can pretty much hear him the whole time, and he's just walking the entire length of the outfield.
Bat Dad from the South Park episode.
Yeah, like he wasn't fighting. Nobody was fighting him. He was just like cursing and complaining. And like I remember, like it was so awkward. And like most like half of the way through it, my mom was just going like, "This is embarrassing."
Dude, that was always the most fascinating thing. How hardcore certain parents got. That is really where you like fuck your kids up.
Yeah.
Where it's like, because I feel like at the end, middle school at the latest, if your kid's gonna be like a real deal athlete. You know what I mean? I feel like by middle school, you can kind of tell. You're like, is he gonna play college ball? Is he gonna go pros? And it's like, dude, if he's not gonna, like, just calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Just like stop spazzing on your fucking kid, man.
Well,
Like, cause I remember, like, I would go through that I'd hang out with, when we'd hang out with, we went to my nephew's baseball game, and you're like, why? It's just like, it's when he was like young, in probably middle school, I think. And I remember watching it, and like,
Come on,
dude,
Connor.
he couldn't even remotely give a shit about baseball. Like, dude, balls were getting hit to him, barely hustling, throwing the ball like he's mad at it. Like, and his mom is like freaking out. I go like, bro, he doesn't like this. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I think there's a difference between quitting and coming to terms with this isn't for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's just different phrasing for the same thing, but I guess it's just perspective, like there's sometimes you need to realize like your job may not be the right one for you. Your whatever might be the coach for your team might be not the right coach, or your kid might not fucking love baseball. So I remember thinking like baseball was cool and everything, but it just kind of like, I don't know, Little League sucks. And even then I just realized like there's a huge difference between like watching baseball and what I'm doing.
I got into, dude, it's literally like it's not directly the reason, but I realize that's why I like podcasting so much, because every sport I remember, because I played like every sport when I was a kid. And you know which ones I remember liking the most?
What?
It was baseball and soccer, and it was because that's where those teams had my favorite dudes on the teams. And I was like, I just remember hanging out on the sideline and like talking, like sitting on the bench talking to people. Like that was the most fun about baseball. Is you got to hang out so often. Like you just got to chill and just bullshit with people.
Yeah, I think that's the hang is cool, the fucking camaraderie, but it's also like it gets to a point where it's like when I remember, I think I've told this story before of like getting like when I was at Little League. Again, I wanted to be the main, like, the infield essentially was where all the action happened. So the prime, if you could be the catcher, that's cool. If you could be the pitcher, that's even better. But that's like a lot of pressure. I didn't necessarily want to be the pitcher, but like catcher was cool, but that was the pitcher's best friend. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to get in there. Plus, I don't know if you know this, but I was a little overweight at that time. Yeah.
What?
Back then I was.
How'd the hat fit on your Liberty spikes?
Oh no, not then. I wasn't. This was my part of my origin story.
Yeah.
So like they would make fun of me all the time, and they would it's so strange. It like I think the reason it stuck with me is because it was such a weird insult, but they called me hippo. Do you know what I'm saying? Like being overweight, like it makes sense because it's a fat animal. It's like a big
but also if you learn anything about a hippo, it's like the best fat animal to be compared to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like it's a powerful, angry
I don't think
beast.
they mean, but I feel like anyone calling you a hippo doesn't mean that.
No. They're not being complimentary.
Yeah, because if you were a big guy that they were trying to big up, they'd probably compare you to like a bear or a rhino or something.
Yeah. What are you? Some kind of gorilla? I mean, what is it? No, that's too in shape. I think there's a weird. So like I remember we were running bases, and it was my turn to go, and they were like punching me in the middle of the back, calling me fucking hippo, you fat piece of shit, all this other stuff. And I just grabbed some sand and I threw it in their eyes, and then
Hell
I
yeah.
ran to the next base. But we were doing drills where like we all run to the same base, then we all run from that base. Like that's how they were doing it. So I just had to wait at the next base. I'm watching them going like fucking piece of shit like that because they weren't gonna tell on me. Now they're just gonna fuck with me more. And
Yeah.
then this other fat fuck started calling me hippo too, and I go no. I looked at him, and I swear to God, dude, it was one of I remember this I very clearly just looking at him, going like,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
like not you, like yeah, these dickheads because they're the coach's best little buddies, but like you don't get to join their thing because you're also a hippo friend.
No, that's dude. I learned that. I remember hitting Shane with that back in the Legion Lounge days. I remember it like fucked his shit up because it was like I called him fat or something, and he was like, but you like it's the quickest way to fuck up like a fat guy is
Yeah.
if you're as fat. You can't be like crazy bigger than him. You have to be like as fat or slightly smaller or slightly bigger.
Yeah,
But if you're the same fat as another fat guy and you call him fat, it fucks their shit up.
it has to be arguable. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can't stand side by side and be like clearly he's fatter. Like if there's a thing where you're like, turn around.
Yeah.
Both of you guys turn around. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
He hides it well, but yeah, he's fatter for sure. You know what I mean? Like that's. I think you can do that assessment, but that was definitely part of me not loving. You know, I wanted third base. I wanted to be playing the hot corner, baby. That was
Yeah,
one of my
dude.
favorite
Well,
positions.
I had
That
the
just really
most.
soured me to baseball.
I had the most fun playing on the. I had the most fun playing on the like shittier teams because I remember occasion because I got decent at baseball, and then my dad signed me up for this one league that was like a little bit better, and I remember all the kids just like on that like they because they all cared about being like really good at it, and they all just sucked ass. You know what I mean? They were all just like, because like that's the thing you get with like dudes who are like passionate about sports like that. If you're not on their level, they get this like weird cunty, like condescending nature to you. It's something that it really annoys me about sports. It's a thing of like, it's not just a thing of like, oh, you don't like the thing I like. It's a thing of like, what are you, less than me? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's this weird
It's always
condescension.
that you don't like blah blah blah. And like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. You don't like this arbitrary game that actually really means nothing at the end of the day?
Wait a minute, you haven't seen blah blah? You haven't seen that?
Yeah. It's the same equivalent as like you haven't experienced the thing that I've experienced in my life.
Right. You didn't have a different react. And that's the other thing too, is I love when they tell the story where they're like, "Oh no, I was hesitant too." And it's like, "Okay, then how is it so unbelievable that I haven't seen it then?" That's what I'm saying. Is like when they go like, "I trust me, I was like you. I didn't want to see it at all." Like either you're a fucking liar or that you think that I am not possibly like how could it be so unbelievable for somebody to be like, "I don't really like that." You have to understand that people like certain things and it's different. Like anytime that's the reaction, like I said, it's a weird little trigger thing like the watch until the end. No. Like it's the same thing where I just immediately just sours me. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, you're like, fuck off.
Yeah,
You're like,
fuck
no,
off.
don't waste my time. How about your product doesn't trick me into enjoying it? How about that?
Don't do this part. Don't do this part where you're like, what? What? Like, just don't waste my time. Just get to the part where you say, no, it's actually really good. Like, we don't have to do the whole like, I can't even. Give me a second. You haven't seen so many battles. That's crazy.
You haven't seen continuous battles after one battle after another?
You haven't seen every battle.
You haven't seen all.
You
of them?
haven't seen every battle.
Yeah. Well, that was like I was always because like one of my favorite things in the world is what?
One of your favorite things?
One of my favorite things. Derek, write it down.
Eric,
One of my favorite things in the world is like suggesting. Usually it ends up being music because I'm way better at suggesting a band you don't know about that you're gonna end up liking than I am like a TV show. You know what I mean? I'm not usually the guy who's watched that one show that no one else has checked out. But like I end up being that guy with music. And when I suggest that, and then later they start telling me that like, dude, I'm listening to this shit all the time. It's like that's like the best fucking feeling. So like getting to show someone something that rules that they didn't realize ruled feels so good. It boggles my mind that people will shame you or shit on you for, it's like an insecure thing. It's like, oh, I finally found someone. In their mind they perceive it this way. I finally found someone I'm better than, because they're realistically not better than most people. So it's like you find this rare moment, you have something on anyone.
Yeah. Once you get a little bit of ammo, you're like, fuck it. I'm not thinking about the consequences. That's why we're talking about that too, about the whataboutism kind of thing of like, you're going to sit there and you're going to point a finger. Andy, I know this is something I just came up with. You're going to point a finger, but like, if you look at how like my hand is, right? I'm pointing it at you, right? But if you turn, like, if you can see how my hand is, 3 of those fingers are actually pointing back at me when I do it.
Yeah. And one's pointing up to Charlie Kirk.
I don't know how to get that. What is it? I'm sorry.
And one's pointing up to Charlie Kirk in heaven. That's how I always carry the flame.
Hey, okay, bro. But
I miss you, Charlie.
I haven't
Damn,
thought of a way to like abbreviate that, but like,
you got meaty paws.
You think so?
Look at you.
Yeah, you don't think I can lift a fucking log with that and make a roof? I can make a roof with that.
You don't think I can make a pie? You don't think I can make a race car with these?
You don't think I can dig a latrine, you fucking queens?
I wonder if okay, are we all good? Are we all good from the earlier blow up, dude?
Second challenge. What blow up? What happened?
No, we're just fucking around. The Pinewood Derby.
Second challenge.
You challenged me on the Pinewood Derby. I took back every nice thing I've ever said about you. That is my strategy, by the way.
I want to challenge.
If you challenge me on anything, I just go like, I've actually never been your friend. That's my move.
Here's everything. Here's all of the intel I have. You're like Kendrick Lamar. You just open your file. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Well.
The second you shit on me, you start here, and I just hit you with a diss rap. I'm also, by the way, I'm texting my dad. That's why I kept looking at my phone. I was texting my dad. I was like, do you have the Pinewood Derby trophy? And he's like, yeah, it's here. And I go, please take a picture. I need it for a podcast.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, right now.
That's so funny. He has it with him at work.
No, he's not at work. It's well, first off, it's Saturday.
Deadbeat. Way to live in your child's accomplishments. He's just sitting at home fucking coveting your trophies. What a creep. This is the thing where I neg you for having a dad because mine died.
Yeah, he just
what was your dad fucking sit there loving you, thinking about you?
Slav's ears just perked up. What did you do?
So I want to challenge Slav to a survival off.
I did. Oh yes.
Who can live outdoors the longest? You go first.
And then when you die, I'll start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can.
Oh, don't say that, dude. Charlie's in heaven. Don't say that.
Don't. Oh, I didn't even get that. I don't know if you do that.
Challenge accepted. I'm
so
free.
Go on now.
Go. Send us footage.
Nope.
Slav.
No technology. You got it. You're out there in the. Well, I'll take your word for it. Let's see how long you.
No, he can only prove what he's done through time lapse footage of him building a log cabin.
Get your GoPro. We're doing this alone style. Get your GoPro. Get your gear.
All right.
Yeah.
It feels like we've hit the wall.
Which one? The one that Slav came over?
The wall that you have to replace in the woods. We ran into
any fucking permits.
I didn't have to. Actually, you know what? I did have to get it looked over before I entered in my car in the Pinewood Derby.
By Derek. Yeah, because it probably wasn't regulation, and you cheated. And if you don't show it by the end of this podcast,
it never happened.
Picks
That's
never,
true.
or it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, my dad's got 5 seconds, or it never happened. I do have the diabetes from the chocolate bar I ate, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did get that. I got that award for earliest to ever get diabetes child.
Damn.
Youngest child with type 2 diabetes.
I went to school in Florida, so I grew up in Florida, so I'm sure like I was probably on the list, but I was ranked, but I was never top 10. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
surprisingly a lot fatter, unhealthier kids.
I never went to the finals, but I got pretty far.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was definitely. I'm in the Hall of Fame. I got some records. I mean, but
Yeah, no, it's like those dudes who are like the best QBs, but they never won the big game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that with me and diabetes.
yeah. Then we go into the world of broadcasting to try to get awards here.
Can I say one last thing? I just randomly thought of this because
no,
I'm laughing a lot. La, 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 la. You just unplug your mic or unplug your headphones and throw them across. No, my favorite. I know we haven't talked about comments in a while, which is good, but I keep thinking about this because I get hit with these occasionally, and they're like, the redhead. Oh my god, all he does is laugh at his own jokes, and I just go like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you viewing me on the funnest part of my week? Like, I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing? What is it? Would you just say something funny or something? Are you having a good time or something?
Yeah. Well, it makes me laugh because it's like we talked about it yesterday. You just like wake up and you're like, what's the point of anything? Like you and me just get hit with we just get hit with a sideswipe of the boohoos, and you just get locked into this like miserable thing. And it's this funny thing of like, yeah, then when I hang out with my friends and I do podcasts, and because we're podcasting, we're making sure we're on. So we're actually like being funnier than we would be in private.
Funner, more
Yeah.
energetic, all that stuff.
You're literally watching a more fun version of us. I know for me, at least, when I'm doing the podcast, you're watching a more fun version of me. So the irony in being like, what's this guy's fucking problem is so goddamn funny to me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It is really funny to share that instead of just being like, oh, it's not for me. You know, it's like that seems like a thing that is a literal preference. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just funny to be, it's kind of funny to be like, man, boy, oh boy, this guy's fucking laughing so much. That was the thing, another thing that somebody.
So annoying when he has fun with his friends.
It's really funny. Somebody actually, with the Some of This Is Bad, Colton's podcast, I'll be.
Producer isn't gay enough.
They go like the people in the background laughing. I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
The people, and I was just like, how do they know I weigh as much as 2 people? That's not fair.
How do they know the amount of 2 people?
It's just me laughing, and it's also like one of those things. Then I thought, audio did I fuck the audio up where it sounds like there's an echo? But I'm like, no, it's just one person enjoying the comedy podcast.
Nah, dude, I don't get people who don't like the background laughter in a podcast.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Because like that was always the best part about listening to when I know you listened to it for a while, but I listened to it. I would always see like your mom's house clips.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think I listened to like 1 or 2 full episodes, but it just wasn't for me. But like I would see their clips all the time, and
With,
like
the
that,
Nadav and stuff.
yeah, that would be the best part of your mom's house is hearing Nadav in the background cackling.
Yeah, when you pop the producers, when you get that, like, because for the most part, like you know, if you're recording something, like I should be paying attention to make sure everything's recording, the things are going up. If they talk about something and want something pulled up, I'm ready to do that. Yada yada yada. You're supposed to be present, but it's still like a thing where like when a joke is undeniably funny or a reaction or whatever it is. I've even had it to where like I laugh at something that you guys missed, and like Nate will like look over at me like, you got it. Like kind of a
That
thing
is
of, like,
the most. There are. If you guys watch the video of panties, there's moments where we're all like, I think it happened with you and me on the last one with Ian, where I was the only one who noticed when we were all smoking cigs, you were using the beef jerky as a cig.
Yeah.
And I like there's a moment where I look over and I'm like nodding at Pat, but no one else noticed it, so it wasn't like a pop.
Right. So it's a funny thing to be like, to have those off-camera bits just for you guys, or to at least have the acknowledgement. So it's actually helpful. But it is funny to get a comment. That is one that I can literally just let roll off my back and just kind of be like, it'll be banked as like one of the silliest comments I think I've ever gotten, because it's like, bro, you gotta stop. But like you just gotta, it's fun. When you laughter is fun. And if you don't like it, that's okay.
Yeah, you might
It's not
want
even
to
a thing of,
not.
like, you got to leave or you got to shut up or anything. It's just like, that's okay.
Yeah, if laughter annoys you, you might want to stop listening to comedy podcasts.
Yeah, because it's kind of a part of it. So
It's a
but,
huge.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Keep pounding off in the comments.
Producer Shannon at gas is the only background laughter worth hearing. Yeah, because you know them heavy tits are shaking. Anyway, it's Shannon's the worst to like make fun of because she's the sweetest person ever. And then you get in the mix and you make fun of Shannon. Then you see her after the pod and you're like, I'm sorry for everything I just said.
I think I dealt. I was talking to her. I just did Lewis's podcast.
You produced the last real ass podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably were texting with her. Shannon's one of the nicest people ever.
Yeah. Oh, Shannon Lee.
Yeah, that's her last name.
I don't think I've actually met her in person or anything like that. I don't think.
No, because you've never been to Gas Digital, right?
No, not Gas.
Yeah, so I don't know where you would have ever met her. Actually, you know what's funny? I met her randomly. The way I met her was Tommy was doing a fair one, and I think Shane was off that episode. So it was me and he had me, and then he had Shannon as a guest, and then me and Shannon hit it off there, and then she texted me a couple weeks after that to do Real Ass Podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually I met Shannon at Compound.
She showed me a whole new way to transfer files and shit like that. That's really cool. It's but yeah, that was cool. I don't know why that came. Oh, because you said Shannon, and I was like, I keep hearing the name Shannon, and I don't know if I know who that person is. And I want to say that I think she's a delight, and
Yeah,
I agree with every nice thing that was said about her ever.
yeah, Shannon's awesome. Nah, actually, someone said met her at Skankfest. Yeah, I remember I was at the one Skankfest, and they didn't have. It's like in the goodie bags they give out, they didn't have something. And Shannon was like, well, I'll make sure you get that. And I go, it's really not a big deal. And then later she came back with the thing that wasn't in my goodie bag. And I go like, she's just a really nice person.
Yeah. She was great. So yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Great pod. So apparently, yep, I'm a liar about the Pinewood Derby. Pat wins. I'm sorry. Fuck. All right. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Getting an average. I know it's split between the Twitch and the YouTube, but getting an average of 10 to 12 viewers on the stream on a fucking Saturday is cool as fuck. Nice. I see the numbers go up after we are done with the stream, so I appreciate you guys fucking with the pod. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, do all that stuff. If you got a friend who they're into this kind of shit, send them our way. You guys know what to do.
Bring them in.
We love you. We'll see you.